morning, good morning, good morning. All right, so let's see what today's gonna bring. Um, Yesterday was more of a half day vlog. Let me turn, you know the drill, I gotta turn my hot water on. Yeah, so yesterday was more of a half day vlog. We I got most of the stuff done, clean up stuff at the salon. It wasn't much, no work in our rooms yesterday. Did that yesterday, went to the county, got some information that I needed from the county, from planning. Came back, pretty much my day ended like 11 yesterday, 11:30 or 12. Came back, did some lunch. Then from there I pretty much did some computer work. I did the website for lifestyle needed to be updated, in terms of like the tenants and stuff like that. So pretty much last night, from yesterday from 12 to late last night, I was just there working on the website, just trying to get it together, redo the whole thing. Pretty much I built a whole website last night. So if you guys want to check it out, it's lifestylesalonsuites.com. You could go check it out and see if I did a good job or not. It's just something pretty basic, nothing crazy, just something to show all our tenants. You could click on each tenant and see it goes to their Instagram page and tell you what they do for their business. So I pretty much went through the whole of that all night last night. Well, not all night last night, from 12 yesterday. So that took up most of my day. I didn't vlog that. I didn't want to just be there sitting around a computer vlogging and all of that. That don't really, I don't think you guys would want to see me hyperlapse, just sitting there clicking. So I didn't vlog that. I vlogged a few pieces of me doing it, but then there was nothing else going on, right? So I did that, and then closed out the night. So here we are this morning. It's now Wednesday morning. Is it Wednesday? Yeah, Wednesday morning. So it's now 7:11. We're about to get going. I gotta go to the salon, do the morning rounds, make sure it's clean, make sure it's good over there. And then I also have to put up a TV stand, or a wall mount TV. I'm gonna put up install that TV, and also a shelf, some kind of rack the tenant wants on the wall to hang or products or whatever. So I'm gonna put that up real quick this morning, and then also we're gonna head down to I posted a short with me working on a transmission, aluminum welding transmission. It got hit, and then it cracked the transmission. So they took the transmission out. We're gonna flip it over, weld it up real quick. It shouldn't take more than an hour just to clean it up, sand it, weld it, get it fixed. So I'm gonna do that this morning. I should be down there by 11, and then come back up this side. Today is not really more of a lot of work in the salon. I'm just gonna wing it today and come back and see what we do from there. By 2:30 I should be done today. So let's see. Let's get our hot water and get going. All right, so weather is not too bad today. As you can tell, every day the grass is getting better. Weather is not too bad today. Out here it's not cold. Just cool, but not cold. Those little weeds are growing up over there, though. I don't know what I'm gonna do with that section of it, but I'm gonna ask the lawn guy what could we do. But the van, I've been saying I'm gonna get it replaced. We may have warranty on the van, on the battery on the van. So what I'm gonna do is, get it over. Batteries are not there. I'm gonna pretty much get it over to the dealer. Not today. Today is kind of busy. So tomorrow I'm going to get it over to the dealer, see if they'll warranty the battery. If not, we're going to have to just replace it. But I still didn't make it to the dealer because we were trying to figure out if it was covered or not. So that's why I didn't get it replaced when I said I was going to get it replaced a couple days ago. But we're going to get it over there maybe tomorrow to get that checked out and replaced. So for now, I have to get it jump started whenever I'm going to start it. It runs and drives and everything because, you know, the alternator is good. It's just the battery is no good. So because the battery is no good, it won't start. Whenever you shut it off for a couple minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, it just goes dead. If you shut it off and restart it, it starts right away. But after a couple minutes, I would say maybe 20, 30, 40 minutes, an hour maybe, then it goes dead. Nothing is killing the battery. Nothing is draining the battery. We already checked that. I did a load test on the battery and then found out the battery itself, it's just the cells in there are just bad, so it's not holding charge. So that needs to be replaced. Tomorrow, Thursday, I'll you know, try and get that replaced. So for now, we just gotta jump start it and get going. I have to use it today. Normally I don't use it, but today I gotta use it because I'm gonna be taking those welding machine in it, so I have to use it today to pick up the welding machine. So let's get it started and let's get going. All right, so I got it started, so let's go. Yeah, today is gonna be a great day. It looks like it's gonna be nice and sunny. Looks like it's gonna be warm or hot, to be honest. But yeah, it's a great day. Everything's looking nice. The grass is getting green, you know. Springtime, I guess springtime is over. It's almost summertime now here, pretty much. But yeah, it's a nice day. It's turned out to be a good day today. No rain, no gloominess, you know. So yeah, today we heading out, gonna get some stuff done, you know. Stay positive today, no negativity. You know, sometimes we get up and just don't feel like it, or we're just not in a good mood, or you know, get up to go to work. It's the same thing. It's a Wednesday. You got 2 more days or 3 more days worth of work, because today, tomorrow, Friday. Some people work on Saturday, so it's just halfway through the week, and it's like it's just gloomy. And with all that's going on now, with everything inflated, prices are high, and life, and you know, see that lady, she get up walking her dogs. These people waiting on with their kids at the school bus, at for the school bus. You know, it can get pretty stressful for people. It does get stressful for me sometimes. Sometimes you get in that moment where you say, hey man, just every day, where am I going, what am I doing, you know what I'm saying? Like you feel stuck, and then you feel depressed for a moment because you don't know what the next move is. Sometimes, you know, the funds is always the issue, where people, or even me, you have certain amount of funds and you're down to certain amount of funds, and you know, you just don't know what your next move is. You know, you just feel down about whatever. But guess what? You woke up this morning. At the end of the day, we owe things. People owe bills. People owe this. They got car notes. They got this. But guess what? Just get up, keep going. You know, do what you have to do to get that bill paid. I know it's down sometimes. You feel down sometimes, but just keep getting up and get it done. work towards not feeling that way, in terms of if you have to work harder or get another job, or you know what I'm saying, get an increase, figure out how to increase your income to match what you're spending. If we focus on that, one day we will be able to, you know what I'm saying, just don't create more expenses than what we're making, and then you'll be out of that situation eventually. But if we keep putting ourselves in more expenses than what we're making, then you know, it would make sense. You know, you're gonna always be in that situation, and then now you're gonna feel like how you feel in the morning. A lot of times I look over in the car next door, they just lost, like no one even smile anymore, no one is happy because of what's going on, which, you know, I can't blame them. You know, at times things is hard, but what I've noticed is always hard. Ever since you step out from under your parents and being on your own, every single person here was you know, with a parent, or some may not grow up with a parent, but they were under some care at some point. But the minute you step out and start getting a job for yourself and working for yourself and fending for your own, then that's where the problem starts. That's where the stress starts. That's where the responsibility and all these things happen, where it puts you in a stressful situation every day. So it's always been, for everyone at some point, it's stressful. Even the rich folks who have money, it's stressful for them, right? So not because you have more money. When you have more money, you have more bills, because you go and create more bills, because you think that you have more money, you could pay for stuff. So it's the same thing, you know. They got millions, but they're spending on millions, right? So it's still the same. It's the same playing field. It's just at different levels, you know. Some people only make $50 a week, but they got $100 of bills. Somebody makes 100 million a week, but they got 150 million in bills. So the playing field is always the same. They you know, no matter what category you are at, the game of life is the same, right? Bills, pay for house, pay for car, pay for properties, pay for whatever you have, right? But saying all of that to say this, yo, just get up. You woke up. Nothing is better than waking up and taking that fresh air. You know, I think sleep is like that. You don't know what's going on. You don't know if you're gonna wake up. When you sleep, you don't know nothing. You ain't conscious and nothing. So sleep is like that. I don't like sleeping, to be honest, because I don't like when I don't know what's going on. I don't, you know what I'm saying? So for you to get up in the morning and wake up and get to see the person beside you, or the person when you get up, if you don't have someone beside you and you get up, that's the most important thing to me. Like, or you know, feel good about that. You woke up. A lot of people didn't wake up this morning. Hundreds, maybe thousands, I don't know, all over the world, maybe millions. But a lot of people didn't wake up for whatever reason this morning. So you waking up this morning, feel good about that. Ain't gotta be down about no bills, ain't down about nothing else. All of that don't matter if you didn't wake up this morning. That's all I'm saying, right? If you didn't wake up this morning, none of that, none of those bills, none of what you owe, none of those stressful stuff, none of that matters if you didn't wake up this morning. So feel good about just waking up this morning. So if you're watching this video this morning, or whenever I post it, that means you got up. So feel good about that, at least. You know, so, you know, it's just a little quick motivation pep talk this morning. Just you know, whatever mood you're in, just take a moment and feel good. It's all in your mind. Just leave whatever issues you have behind for a moment and just feel good in this moment, you know, and get your morning started right, where, you know, you could have a good day. You know, your day, if you don't start out with a good day, your whole day is going to be bad, right? I'm a morning all day person. I'll get up in the morning and just happy, you know what I'm saying? Not that I don't have days where I get up and just feeling sad and feeling down and feeling not motivated that day, but, you know, it's a mind thing. I could easily change that just by taking a moment and say, you know what, screw it, man, I ain't worrying about this bill. This bill due today, I ain't got the money, whatever. What they gonna do? I ain't gonna get arrested. They're, you know, until they start arresting people for owing 1 day late or whatever, then you have a problem. But at this point, you know, work it out. If the bill is due, go call them, tell them you can't pay them, you know, or don't pay them if you want. Just do what you gotta do, but don't worry about it. Because for some reason in this life, whoever we are, it seems to work out one way or the other. Sometimes you seem like it's not working out, but if you're trying to make it work out, it will work out. That's what I'm saying. Nothing gets sorted out if you don't try to get it sorted out. If it doesn't work out, because you didn't try and make it work out, right? So it's all depending on you. It's the way how you feel is depending on how you tell your brain, or you tell yourself, your brain tell yourself to feel good or not feel good. All of that don't just come like that. You tell yourself, hey, I'm gonna feel good today. You tell yourself, oh, I'm gonna. Every time you get up or you walk down the street, that's your brain telling you to walk to the next. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna count something, read something, do something, that's your brain telling you to do that. So why can't you let your brain tell it to feel good? That's all I'm saying. So you could, I don't know, maybe some doctor will explain this, or some whoever, scientist, whoever, and say I might be wrong. But I could tell myself, say, hey, I'm feeling good today. I'm gonna talk some shit today and feel good and just be good. So I don't know, maybe some expert might say I'm wrong, but shit, I'm able to control that. If I'm feeling down, I could take a moment, tell myself, hey, why are you feeling down? Shit, you owe some bill, or you know, this and that. You know, when somebody pass, you are gonna feel down naturally. That's how we're made, to feel down, because, you know, whatever explanation they have out there. But at the end of the day, if you're grieving or whatever, I could tell myself, hey, you know what, this is a part of life, this is what happens, you know what, feel good about it. This person wouldn't have wanted to be moping or whatever, right? So I'm just saying, it starts with our mind, it starts with our brain, what we tell ourselves to how to behave or react. Just like how we could tell ourselves we could get mad or not get mad. That it all starts with us, with our brain, what we tell ourselves how to feel. You know what I'm saying? We tell ourselves how to answer to that question. So why is it that we can't tell ourselves to feel good? That's all I'm saying. Maybe experts will say I'm wrong, as I said, but I'm able to tell myself, hey, I'm just gonna feel good, you know? Not saying that you ain't gonna be down, or I don't feel down, or I don't feel depressed at times. I do. It's a part of life. You have to. But when you can realize that you're feeling down and it's coming over you, and you can tell yourself, hey, you know what, don't worry about it, you know, feel good about it. And when you are able to do that, then you're onto something. So guys, you know, just you know, have a good day. I spent 10 minutes talking about this, but you know, it's a vlog, it's a talking vlog. So you know, pretty much just feel good, tell yourself, you know, put yourself in a better position when you wake up if you're feeling down. You know, if you're under the weather and you're feeling sick, get up, move around. You know what I'm saying? Telling yourself to feel better when you're sick is not gonna make you feel better, no matter what, right? But at least you could start with a positive mind, saying, hey, today I'm gonna shake this, I'm gonna feel good, let me get up, try and move around. You gotta try to feel better. It's not gonna make you feel better, but you could try to feel better. Tell yourself, you know, push yourself to move, whatever ailments are. If you're sick, tell yourself, hey. But when you sit down, you're just slouchy, you're in the bed, you know what I'm saying, you're under the weather, at least try to get up, get some fresh air, go out in the morning, go, you know what I'm saying, go see, hear the birds chirping, look at the sunrise, get some vitamins, something, right? So all I'm saying is, it starts with your mind. Your mind tell you what to do. Your actions are, you know, your mind is your actions, right? You tell yourself to do whatever you're do. If you're gonna do something bad today, if you're gonna do something that's gonna might put you in jail. That all starts with you, with your mind. No one forced you to tell you to do anything like that or go do anything bad. Every single person, it all starts with themselves and their mind. Unless you're going cuckoo, you're mad, right? But as long as you're a sane person and you have your, you know, eggs in one basket, you could tell yourself, you know, to be good or to be bad or to be feel good, or, you know what I'm saying? That's with me. I don't know, maybe others are different, or experts might think different. Anyway, today we're just gonna have a good day. Whatever situations, I have bills too, I have a lot of things going on, I got so much going on in the background that I don't speak about. But guess what? We're gonna have a good day today. We're gonna have a good day. We just get up, we're going with the flow. We, as I said, I got some welding work to go do today. I'm here at the salon now, as you could see. I'm in the rear entrance of the salon. Pretty much we're going to get this work done. Once we get this work done, then we're gonna, you know, move on to the welding. Not much work in the salon. We're just gonna clean it up real quick and then head over to the auto shop to get that transmission welded. So yeah, you know, it's a good look today. You know, we're gonna get some stuff done today, and knock it out. I gotta get back here to pick up my daughter at 2:30, 2:45. So I have a full day, but it ends early, and then I'm gonna try and continue with, you know, after I drop her off, we'll figure out what we're gonna do next from there. So, you know, but yeah, let's get going. Let's go inside, see what's up with the salon. I'll probably do a little bit of filming and me putting up that TV stand, and also putting up the rack that tenant wants in her room. So let's go get that done real quick. Okay, so here's the TV stand. Here's the TV. We're gonna put it on this wall right here. So let's get to it. Okay, so we got everything installed. The TV mount on a curved wall. It worked out pretty good. It's not, we on that bracket that goes on the wall, it's wide enough right here where I could get 4 screws, 6 screws in the middle of it. So it works out pretty good. See, the side piece is not flat, but in the middle we have enough real estate in the middle to catch 6 bolts. So it's nice and firm and sturdy. It ain't going nowhere. The TVs nowadays is not that heavy. They're kind of light. So what we do have to do is get for our fire stick, we're gonna have to get an adapter, because this won't fit. See, behind to plug in, it won't fit. So we just need a adapter from this HDMI to that, to in the back of the TV, and then she'll be able to plug her fire stick in. That's pretty much it. Installed. So this was our nail tech room. Remember, I put that TV up. That's our nail tech room. It's pretty much looking nice in here. She said she's gonna put a couch, bench right here and stuff like that. But it's nice and spacious now. A lot more space. Alright guys, so we finished up at the salon, putting up the TV, cleaning up and stuff like that. I'm heading down now to do the welding, the aluminum welding on the transmission. It's on one of those Dodge Ram cargo vans. The transmission, it met in an accident, and transmission got hit, cracked, and I'm just welding that crap. Instead of replacing that whole transmission, it costs a lot of money, 6,000, 7,000, 8,000 maybe to replace a transmission. So to get it welded will be much cheaper, you know, to do an aluminum weld on it. It's just a small crack on there, so I just, you know, patch it, fill it, and weld it. So I'm heading to do that. However, I'm here to speak about a little bit about Atlanta traffic. I've driven to almost every city in America. They all have traffic. People say Atlanta traffic is bad, Atlanta traffic is worse. Nah, it's bad out there in Texas, it's bad out there in Chicago. Going through Chicago, it reminds me of going through the city of Atlanta. It's the same thing. Traffic going into these cities are always just a backup. It's just too much going on in these cities. You got more people passing through or going to work, coming from work, and at any given time going through these cities, you're gonna have traffic in the daytime. In the nighttime, it's fine. After 9, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, it's fine. But going into these cities during work hours, it's the same. I don't see no difference between here and down there in Texas, in the different cities down there in Texas, and also like in Chicago area, Ohio. All these states I've been to, Washington, all these states, Washington DC, all these states, pretty much I can't say one is more than the next. They all have traffic, especially out there in California. It's the same thing. I've encountered, and I've passed through these cities not once but twice, several times, doing expediting. So I hear people say, oh, the traffic is bad in Atlanta, is the worst. No, it's bad everywhere, every city. On the highways, it's fine, not so much traffic, but going into these cities, it's all the same to me. Any trucker or persons that drive on the road or over the road, they could tell you. The people who live in these states and just fly to another state, they'll compare just those two states. But the trucker or the over the road driver, they could probably agree with me on this one and say every city is the same. It's the same thing as far as traffic in and out of the city. So, you know, it's bad, it's not horrible. This morning is moving. When you have accidents, then it'll come to a standstill. But we moving at this pace, you know, it'll probably take a good 15-20 minutes from here to go through the city and get out of the city. So right now we're coming up, we're on 85 going into city of Atlanta, downtown Atlanta. So you could probably see the buildings, the high-rise coming up, pretty much. Yeah, so we heading, you know, if you look to the top left of the screen, the far left, that building, that's the Bank of America headquarters. You got to the right, you got V103, our local station here is inside there. We'll pretty much, you got the Westin peeking out on the top left. It's that round building with the restaurant that rotates. I don't know if it rotates anymore, but they used to have a restaurant up in the top of the Westin where it's a 360 view. So if you're up there eating, it rotates. So every couple of minutes you'll get a different view, or you know, 15 to 20 minutes you'll see a different side of the city. So that's pretty cool. I don't know if they still have it rotating, but that's pretty cool. On New Year's, it's normally good to have your New Year's, go to a New Year's party up there, because you get to see the whole city and then you're on top of the fireworks pretty much. It's that high. If you're scared of heights though, I would recommend going up there. They got elevators on the outside of the building, going up glass elevators. I'm scared of heights, so I gotta close my eyes just to go up there, but it's fun. So yeah, this is the typical Atlanta traffic. As I said, if there's no accident, it moves. It just moves at a, you know, a slower pace. Sometimes it comes to a stop, and then, you know, you get moving again. It's just, as I said, if there's accidents, then we'll get a hold of it. But this is a typical Atlanta traffic. When you're in the city and you're in the, you know, on the off the highway and in the city streets, it does get backed up. Traffic get backed up because the streets are small, as with any city. If you're in New York, if you're in Chicago, if you're in Illinois, wherever you go, it's the same backed up small streets. You know what I'm saying? So I don't see none of them different. Every city I go is the same thing. None is more than the other, unless you have a smaller city where it's not that much people. But the major cities, the bigger cities, you know, out there in Ohio and, you know, Texas, and yeah, they're all the same, no different, you know. But yeah, here we coming up on we're heading downtown, so we're coming up to the city itself. We got Sweetwater to the right, the brewery, where they make that Sweetwater beer. Yeah, and the other thing is, you know, I've been trying to cut these videos down, but I can't because it's a vlog. It's a daily vlog. It's not a content video where you're working on cars or we doing a review on something. Those you could limit the time, but when you're doing a vlog, like, you know, like a daily vlog, it has to be long. Because me now explaining this, if I cut it, what's gonna happen when you are watching it? I'm saying something and then I'm gonna cut it. Then I move to the next one, cut it. Move to the next one, cut it. I can't really have a conversation. I can't really have a conversation with you guys and explain and tell you and, you know, just talk it out. You know, I talk a lot, but I know if you realize. Well, I talk a lot here, but in real life, I ain't been talking to people like that. Yeah. So, you know, we're pretty much entering the city now. We're actually in downtown. We got Atlantic Station coming up on the right. So we're giving you a little bit of tour. I mean, I don't know the city all that well, but I know a few places, so I'm gonna go through it with you. So to the right here, where these buildings on the right here, over there you got the Atlantic Station. It's a really good hangout spot in the middle of the whole area right there. They have a nice little entertainment area. In the winter time they have ice skating. Summertime you have a nice big chill spot. It's like a park in the middle of the city to me, like a modern upscale park. They got restaurants, they got shopping, you got a movie theater in the middle to the right, over here, towards over there. You got a lot of stuff over there, Dillard's over there, Publix, you know, living spaces over there. There's a lot going on over there. In the city of Atlanta, there's a lot of headquarters. So we have, you know, like the Coca-Cola headquarters here. You have see, Regions Bank, Bank of America. We have all the networks over here, like Cartoon Network and all those network TV network shows. They headquartered here. So this is pretty much the city. As I said, you see how it slows down a little bit. As long as there's no accident, we'll slow down like this, but we'll keep moving, you know. They're doing a lot of construction too. If you look, you'll see a lot of crane in the high-rise cranes in the background. So yeah, we got city of Atlanta is pretty much becoming like New York. Is almost don't sleep. They sleep a little bit and then wake up. There's always something to do. There's always a party going on somewhere down here at any day. You know, it don't matter. It could be Sunday, it could be a Monday. There's something going to be happening tonight. To the right here, that's the headquarters for all the TV networks. That's what's over there. So like CNN, HBO, TBS, HGTV, TLC, all those stations you see on there, they're headquartered here. Or that NCR is located here as well. NCR, I think it's National Cash Register. Those POS system people, they're here. So to the left, that building in the far distance to the left, that's the Westin. That's where the restaurant that rotates. To the immediate left right here, that peak, that building with the peak, with the point, that building's supposed to be the tallest building here in Atlanta. That pointy one right there to the left, that building is the Bank of America building. They got other offices in there, but you know, it's supposed to be the tallest building here in Atlanta. That's that little thing right there. That's the torch, the Olympic torch. That little thing right there. That's the Olympic torch. They built that in 1996 when the arena, when the Olympic was here in 1996. We're passing the varsity on the left. It's a iconic place. It's like a hot dog joint. It's been here forever. Before I was born, I heard. So we got a lot of stuff, history, and you know, down in this area, if you exit off right here, you could see the I believe it's a Martin Luther King house. I believe back there, right off of this exit, Freedom Parkway back there. So you have a bunch of things down here. We have our public hospital coming around the corner right here. We got Georgia Power, which is our main building. They got their headquarters down here. You've got Grady, the hospital is on the right coming up. So pretty much, see, we pretty much passed through the city real quick. It didn't take more than 5 minutes from the time we went into the city to the time we were leaving the city. So now we're actually coming out of the downtown, right here. So anybody that lives here or know or been here know about Highway 20. Right now we're going south on 85, 75, and we're coming up on 20. That goes east-west. So if you're going over, if you reach down to 20, that means you just passed through the city. If you notice, there's no high-rise no more down here. but you know, it's as I said, if there's no accident, you pass through real quick. Traffic starts down here anywhere from 7 in the morning, 6, 7 in the morning. It starts to build up to this time. I don't think it gets a little bit light, maybe about 11. But because it's still this road right here, you got people who's going to Florida, who's coming from north, going to south, like coming from the northern states, that's going to like Florida or anywhere south of Atlanta, of Georgia. They'll drive this road. So even although you got the working people using this road, you'll have the passerbys, like the people who are just passing through. They have to pass through this road. This is the main road that goes from, let's say, coming from north and you head into Florida, you have to drive through this road. You have other roads, but this is the main road that mostly everybody's going to drive through, depending on where north you're coming from. So, you know, see, we had our Capitol back there. I don't know if it was a gold building, that building with the gold dome on top. That was the Capitol back there. So yeah, we pretty much leaving out of downtown Atlanta now. So it don't take too long. Once there's no accidents, you get slowed down a little bit right there in that bend. But pretty much it's you know, it's normal like this every day. As I said, it's only when you have traffic then you'll have that slow down or stop. You know, look on the other side, they going into the city, so you know it builds up a little bit, but it moves. You know. Yeah, so we continuing. I just wanted to give you a little bit of tour going through the city, where it looks like. Our old Brave Stadium was right there. They moved it now to the Truist. They built a new stadium called Truist Stadium, so Truist Park. That's where they're located now. So the baseball, that game, I posted the game the other day. I was at the game. That's where we're, the Truist Park. But this is where they used to be. They built this stadium back in 1996. So a lot of things, ballparks and stadiums, they built in 1996 to host the 1996 Olympic Games. Even up by the river and the equestrian stuff, all of that was built in 1996 to accommodate that. So it's still here. They upgraded and built new stadiums and new parks, but the old ones are still here. You know. So yeah, I'll check in with when I get to the auto shop to weld that transmission. But I wanted to just give you a little bit of, you know, drive through the city. So we'll check in when we get there. Pulling in the spot. It's a body shop here in I don't know where the hell we are. Alright, so it's a neat little body shop. We're in Forest Park. I said we didn't know where we were, but we're in Forest Park, Georgia. This is a little body shop. Nice, neat little a big body shop. It's they got their paint booth there, a body section to the right, prep areas, stuff like that. They work on a lot of these expediting vans. I guess it's for the insurance or the rental car company, I was told. So, you know, I have a friend of mine that works here, so they asked me to come and weld the transmission for them. Anyhow, I'm gonna get to it. Let me get situated, get my stuff out, and start welding. Alright guys, so we got the This is what we're working with. We got the transmission. So Junior over there from Erie Bills. We'll clean this up real good. Huh? Go and talk, man. I don't know. We are vlogging now. We can hear. Where I said to you know, half camera. See him there? You know him? Him build the charger. The bad charger come out. We now tell you what I'm going to do to it. These are the settings. Pretty much that we weld with for the aluminum. And this is our setup, a little arbor freight. And then we got the spool gun right there. So we'll go patch and weld this transmission right here. Yeah, so we got it welded. So now we're putting back the valve body in, put more oil. Once we get more oil in there, we can check for leaks. It's already welded. It's under there, you can't really see it, but we got it upright. We're gonna put some fluid at least halfway up. That way we can see if there's any leaks. We didn't take the converter out. We left the converter in because we didn't want the oil that was in there to come out. Yeah, so that's a wrap. Alright guys, so we just got done welding the transmission. It's now 2 o'clock, so I've been down here since like after 10. Took a couple of hours to weld it, sand it, weld it, sand it, weld it. Found a few more cracks on it, so we finally welded it and got it sealed up. So now I'm heading back up to my side of town. I got some footage of welding it, so I'll show you guys what we did on that. But it's 2 o'clock now. We're on to the next thing. I didn't have anything planned at the moment. I gotta go pick up my daughter from school, but that's about it. After that, I'll go get something to eat, some lunch. I won't be home till probably around 4:30. By the time I get her, drop her off, yeah. I won't be home until about 4:30. But yeah, that's how it's been going so far. You know, just a quick recap. We went to the salon, sort the salon out, put that TV up, came down, weld the transmission. Now we're heading back up. The half day is pretty much turning into a full day, but that's what we do. We do just random stuff every day. It's life for me every day. I do a bunch of different things. I'm gonna try and do some editing when I get home later today. I'll probably just call it a day this evening. Tomorrow, what I gotta do tomorrow? I think I have a room to work on tomorrow, Thursday, and then Friday I have some painting to do for another tenant. So we'll be working in the salon then. On this transmission, we let it sit. We pour oil in it, let it sit. If there's any leak that spring up overnight, then I'll probably just swing down here tomorrow or Friday sometime. And, you know, weld those out. But yeah, why the hell is this person breaking? We have an accident right here. But yeah. Well, yeah, I'll catch you when I get back up on my side of town. I'll show you a little bit more what's going on. I'm jumping on the highway right now. There's nothing to really show you. So you want to see the highway pretty much. This is where we are right here. So we're gonna take 75 north. We're in Forest Park. We're gonna jump on 75 north and then head home. Yeah, so it's now 4 o'clock. Picked up my daughter, drop her off. Now I'm heading home. Man, let let me show you. We're in the middle of this neighborhood and they put, you hear that? They put this big old bump, 2 big speed bump in the just randomly. And it's crazy, you have to come to a complete stop to go over them almost. Them things will pop your tires. Anyhow, yeah. So, picked up my daughter, drop her off. Now I'm heading home. I haven't ate all day, so I'm gonna go home and make some food. I don't know what yet. Maybe a baked potato with some fish or some stir-fried vegetables on top of the baked potato. Yeah, maybe that's what we'll make. Yeah, but the day almost finished pretty much. We did all that today and that was my day. I'm tired now from welding that transmission. And most of it is driving. It took me like an hour to go down to where the transmission was from the salon. And then it took me another 45 from where the transmission was to pick up my daughter. So now I dropped her off. So it's a lot of driving I did today, mostly driving. I'm gonna head home now and get something to eat, take a quick shower, edit some videos. I got a lot of footage to edit. And I'll be dropping some video tonight and maybe tomorrow. I have footage for today and tomorrow, pretty much. But you know, I try to do, you know, because the vlog is about the day. I try to, whatever I do in the day, I try to drop that in the night. You know, post that and upload that in the night. So tomorrow again, it's another day. Every day is just different vlog. Whatever I did that day, we're gonna post that in the night. Yeah. So yeah, I'm heading home. I'm gonna probably show you guys me making some food, probably what I eat for lunch. But it's dinner time now. But yeah, whatever I make, I'm gonna put that in this video. You'll see what I ate. Yeah, probably get some back road. This is Georgia, full of greenery. It's nice and green again. All the trees are green, all the lawns are green. It's just green. The pollen is high too, because over here we got a lot of pine trees. Those pine trees pretty much, it's a lot of pollen from those pine trees. Or the train, there's a freight train passing. I hope this one is not long. Sometimes they get pretty long. But yeah, looks like it's carrying asphalt. Yeah, it's asphalt. But yeah, we have a lot of pollen. I don't know if you could see it. If you look at the above the train, it's a lot of pollen and dust and those little things from the trees. They blow around a lot at this time of year. So anybody with asthma or have allergies, they're gonna be messed up at this time of year. There's a lot of allergies going around, pollen going around. But this is Georgia for you, yo. Georgia is kind of country, if you think about it. Trees everywhere. However, anywhere these trees are, there's houses always behind here. Not because it looks like woods, there's always houses right behind those trees. They just tend to keep the trees, I guess it's privacy. So along the roadways, it's always trees, but behind it, you'll have houses or businesses and stuff like that. So they keep a certain percentage of trees around. Well, this train wasn't long, but yeah, you know, it's always filled with trees. Most of the states like Tennessee and all those places, they're always filled with trees as well.
like let's say you go out west and you start going out in Idaho and Kansas City and Arkansas, those places has less trees. Then it starts to get like the desert. So the more you go to California, Midwest, out there, it's a lot of farmland, so you see less trees. There's no trees. When you go down in Nevada and Arizona and those places, it's all desert. You start seeing cactus and tumbleweeds. And when you go down into Texas and them places, El Paso, there's no trees. They don't even have much lawns out there. All these lawns would be dirt, or they put gravel, instead of, you know, how we would have a lawn with flowers and stuff like that. Their flowers is just gravel. They don't put flowers. They're all gonna die. It's too hot out there. So yeah, over here it's green. It's much greener. Out west, dry. This is for all my international people who don't know about the US, who don't live in the US, or maybe people that live on this side over on the East Coast that never been over to the West Coast. So once you go middle of the country to west, it's just dry out there. There's no lawn, nothing is lush. It's just desert. Yeah. On the East Coast, it's all lush, and you know, once you start, you know, Tennessee, Carolinas, the Virginias, they're all green and lush. Yeah, Georgia is kind of nice. I kind of like Georgia because Georgia, we don't have any other major disasters. So we don't get hurricanes over here. We don't get tornadoes. We do get 1 and 2 little flare-ups of tornadoes. It's not like tornado like out there in Kansas and Iowa and those places. We don't get tornado season here. If we do have a little tornado, it will be like something that some bad weather pass through and it causes that. That's what we get as far as tornado. We don't get hurricanes because we're far from the coast. We don't get earthquakes. Well, I haven't felt an earthquake here since I'm living here. I've been living here since 2004, so I haven't felt an earthquake. We don't get snowstorms and stuff like that. It barely even snow here where we are. We'll get like flurries and stuff like that, but no snowstorm or heavy snow to accumulate. A couple of years ago we had a little heavier snow than normal, and it blocked up the roads and stuff like that, but ever since that we haven't got any thick snow where you can, you know, you shut down. Just light flurries, so we don't get no crazy natural disasters here. No flooding or anything like that. Minor parking lot flood and stuff like that, but no, oh, your house is on the water type of thing. So that's why I like Georgia. Georgia is just, you know, we have our 4 little seasons, but none of those seasons is serious. It doesn't get super cold where you freeze to death. It doesn't get super hot where you die from heat we call it heat stroke. No. So you get a little bit of spring, you get a little bit of fall. Trees, you know, all these trees, the leaves fall off, so you end up seeing all the way inside those bushes in fall time. So I'm comfortable here. Here is not too bad. Here is good for family and stuff like that. You know, you got a lot of places to go and family stuff to do. You got a lot of falls up in the mountain. You have what do you call it? You got parks and all those things here in Georgia. You got cabins up in the mountain. You could go stay up in the mountain. So it's cool here. You know, it's nice here. Yeah. You know, down south we, you know, it's has changed a little bit. But everybody, when I got here back in '04, everybody used to be nice and friendly. And not saying that they aren't nice and friendly now, but I think it's changed a little bit. That southern charm has gone, has you know, has gone a little bit, lightened up a little bit, whatever you want to call it. But it's not as what it used to be back in '04. Everybody was friendly and charming, and you know, hi to everybody. You and your neighbors was good. But I don't know if it's because of time, because of hard times, or people got other things on their minds now, or I don't know. The generation has changed. I don't know what it is, but I notice it's not as southern as it used to. You know, here and there you still have people friendly. You still got people who, you know, is like that, but it's not everyone like back then, you know. So other than that, it's good. It's a nice place to live. As far as crime is everywhere, so you can't compare and say, hey, it's less crime or more crime. Crime is just everywhere you go, whether it's here in the States or in another island or another country. It is the same. Yeah, you have little flare-ups of things everywhere you go in the world, you know. Some places more than some, but it's everywhere. Yeah, so we'll see you when we get home, when we get some food, you know. All right.